How would you use your phone? Do you call your loved ones? Do you text your friends? Share photos to Instagram? Well, what do you use? Facebook Messenger? Snapchat? Or what about online dating? Lately, this online dating business has taken the world by storm, and each day thousands upon thousands of people are using online dating as their way of meeting new people. Hi, my name is Billy Douglas, and this is Digital Dating. The online world has brought dating to everyone, and with over 50 million users, Tinder stands as one of the most used apps out there. But what exactly is Tinder? Well, it depends on who you ask.
Like a dating app that a lot of young people use.
It is an app where I can see all the guys that I don't want to date in the surrounding area.
Call us old-fashioned, but I'd prefer the old-fashioned way where you're actually going out and meeting people.
I think Tinder is quite sad and antisocial.
A hookup app? Or just a simple dating app? I suppose you could really sum it up as the hot or not app. I spoke to Kelly, a girl who's never used Tinder, and tried to explain it to her.
Okay.
Just use your Facebook login on it. Now it's looking for matches in your area. If you don't like them, you swipe their picture to the left.
Okay.
If you do like them, you swipe it to the right. And there's this thing now where it's called a super like, where if you swipe up, people can say that you super liked them.
So it's left for
Dislike.
right for like, up for super like. Just you can tell I don't normally do this. Okay, left, 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 left. Oh my god, he's got a dog, we've got a winner. He's the one for me, he's got a dog, that's fine. We will swipe right.
So it's very face-to-face value, this, isn't it?
Very face-to-face value.
Because I know that you say, like, don't judge a book by its cover, but, I mean, that's kind of what you're doing right now, isn't it?
I suppose that's kind of what you have to do on here.
So, like, how would you sum up your Tinder experience?
I'd say you have to be careful, but I'd say it's fun as well. I can see why people do it.
As an avid user of Tinder, I can safely say that there are ups and downs. But why do we use these things? This is an easy way to meet up with people who have the same intentions as you. Plenty of Fish seems to me to be the other more popular one people seem to try, but I've not really used it, which is why I'm going to have a chat with Ashley Diamond about her experiences.
Well, it could range from sleazy to exciting. Depends. Sometimes it's very exciting, but sometimes it can be very disappointing as well. It's just about being young and just finding out what you want. Because the thing is, I'm 20 now, and I'm still not really sure what I want. Like, I've had long relationships, I've had short relationships, and I've never really quite felt fulfilled in what I'm after. Some of the people that I've met on Tinder are just people I would never meet out because they're just either not in the area or just, I don't know, don't go out clubbing or whatever. They're just people that I just would never, ever, ever meet. And that's why it works so well. Because you just get all these experiences you'd never, ever get. And I value every single one.
If there's one group of people who've mastered the art of online dating, it's the gays. A little while ago, Grindr appeared, which is basically the same thing, only strictly for gay men. This app can tell you how close you are to the nearest user, even down to centimetres. Essentially, this is a hookup app, which is only for one thing, and that is sex. From teenagers to married men, this app has it all, and is probably the most used among gay men. But I wanted to know more about this, so I spoke with my friend Adam, who has used this app.
I'm in a happy 3-year-long relationship. Originally met him on Grindr, met for a few dates, dated him for 6 months, we broke up, then got back together 6 months later. I don't want to leave, I'm happy now. I was kind of on the apps at a time when it was still very much stigmatised to be on dating apps and things. No one really understood dating apps, no one really understood why people want to go on, in their heads it was always, oh well, you just meet the conventional way at a club or something. It's like, but what if you don't do that? What if you don't go to the clubs or the places where people will meet them? Tinder has normalised dating online, but at the time I was on there, it was weird. Tinder wasn't even around when I was on the apps. It's weird watching everybody else on Tinder. It's like, that's not how it was. I'd look at people's pictures and go, well, they're attractive. I'll try talking to them, see if they've got any crack. I think that's all Grindr ever really is. It's just, you look at a book, you like it, you have a go, it doesn't work. What even is real world dating anymore? I never understood how you meet someone in the club, because you can't hear yourself think, let alone meet someone impressive. But it's, I suppose, just the norm now. Like, before, our parents probably all met at work or in a coffee shop or something. We all meet online now. That's our generation's way of meeting people. I wouldn't say it's better, but I wouldn't say it's worse. I suppose they got a chance to know each other through work, and so they kind of knew each other before and without thinking of dating. And now we know a lot about each other before you date, so you know most of the life story just from the bio. I think it's also now, to an extent, become kind of people that are too busy to go out and do dating. So I think people have realised that actually people with normal lives don't have time to go out and go to all the normal places to do things, and that an app is just easier. We do everything else online, why not dating?
Okay, so now I've talked to a couple of people about online dating, but there is so much more that I want to know about it. I'm off to meet with my close friend Anna now, who is looking for a relationship and uses the same sites as I do, but I want to know what she does.
Well, ultimately, I want a relationship. I want somebody that I can, connect with, and it doesn't live far away, and has the same interests that I do, and just somebody I can, spend time with. You never know what's out there until you try it. I mean, I know a lot of people who have Tinder and other dating sites. It's accessible, and it just, you can do it basically anywhere. You don't have to be physically in a club to meet somebody. You can, just be walking down the street and meet somebody. Yeah, I think online dating has given me a positive experience because you meet people you wouldn't normally meet. And when you do actually meet these people, they do make you feel good. They do want to be your friend for all intents and purposes. When I do meet people, they do make you feel good and they are your friends.
But surely there must be risks of using online sites to meet new people. Between 2009 and 2014, the number of reports of serious sexual assaults during first face-to-face meetings following initial contact online rose in the UK from 33 to 184, a staggering 450% increase. This goes to show you really do not know who you're speaking to online. People can easily fake profiles to mess with you, either for their own gain, to make themselves feel loved, or even just to hate you.
Basically, when I first met James, I thought he was really nice. We were into the same things, and he would make me laugh and, everything you'd actually want from somebody. And then he just got really controlling. He'd take my phone all the time and see who I was messaging, and basically just have a control on who I could and couldn't talk to. At the time, I didn't really think it was wrong or anything, and I didn't think anything was wrong because I guess I was just used to it. But after that, it just got worse and worse and worse. He would control over money situations, so any money we would get, he would use for himself because he used to smoke all the time, and he would go out and buy cigarettes, and it was okay for him to do that, but it wasn't okay for me to go out and buy tampons and things like that, which isn't okay to do that. He wasn't really violent, but he would kind of be violent sometimes. We would argue all the time about silly things, but when he would get angry, he would hit the wall or he would hit things, and it got to the point where I was really afraid because I was like, you know what, if he's okay to hit other things, what's not to say he's okay in hitting me?
Everyone on the apps knows there's people underage on the apps, whether it's under the app's age of it or limit of 18 or actual underage. So it's always a risk, but it's kind of, you get a feeling of how old they are from how they type. They either say things that you wouldn't say normally, or you can ask a couple of questions like, do you drive? If they're at least learning, they're 17. If they're not learning or they can't learn yet, clearly they're not 17.
So I went on the date with this teacher and we connected really well. I was talking to him loads over Tinder, then I added him on Facebook to do my research. And I thought he was good looking, he obviously had a good career, and he seemed to like all the same things as I did. And we went on the first date and it was great because we played chess and I really got to know him and it felt like it was different. And then we went on the second date and he took me for cake and everything was great again, and he's really intelligent. But then on the third date he said something that really offended me in front of his friends, and it really upset me actually because they all go to Durham University and obviously I go to Sunderland, and he made this comment about people who go to Sunderland being thick, and he made this comment at me. He met me in the bus station because we'd met his friends, and he said, there was no GCSEs in the bus station, just when I walked in there was 15, then Ashley joined and maybe there was 2 more. So I kept on thinking he was implying that he thought I was thick, and I was I just won't stand for that because I work really hard at what I do, and I won't have some stupid man tell me that I'm not intelligent enough for him. So as he said that, it's kind of take me out. I just turned my light off. I was just I just lost interest straight away. And I remember sitting at the table and I just felt like everything inside us had dropped because I'd had such hope with this guy and I really thought he was going to be something special.
So that's when I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I can't be doing this. It's not okay. So I broke up with him, and I think he realized what he was doing then because he was like, no, don't break up with me, take me back, whatever. But I was just like, if he's okay with doing those things to me, then I don't want to be with somebody like that. So
There was this guy that I knew that I was sort of dated for a while, and then he just literally just cut contact completely and ended up to hell. So I created a fake profile to see what the hell happened to him, and then he ended up falling in love with the profile, which was awkward as hell. Because it's like, well, what do I do? If I stop talking to him, he'll start wondering where the profile's gone, he'll chase it up and probably find out it's me. If I carry on, then I'm catfishing him, so that didn't end well. It turns out if you're in that situation, just give up. Because catfishing is not a pleasant thing to do.
But online dating isn't all doom and gloom, and honestly, it can be such a boost for yourself.
For my confidence, I say it's boosted in a bit. When people kind of talk to you back and someone attracted talks to you first, then fantastic, you feel amazing. That hot person wants to talk to me, so obviously they must think I'm hot.
online dating has brought my confidence up because, I mean, you do meet people who honestly think you are really nice and that you are really great. So it can bring you up that way.
You only live once, you have to go out and see what's out there. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Then you know what not to do next time, what not to expect next time.
I hate calling people on the phone. What if I say the wrong thing? In email, you can write it a few times, you can rewrite it, change a few words. On the phone, it's live. So it's the same for online dating. You can write a message, you can think about it, you can choose when to send it.
With over 100 million downloads, 10 billion matches, and 1.4 billion swipes, it is easier than ever to find that next man, woman, boy, or girl. And with everyone looking for love, or sex, or friends, it's a refreshing take on dating. So what have I learned about the age of online dating? It can be fun, exciting, and the happiest place on earth, but honestly, it can also be dark, depressing, and anxious for people. I would encourage people to try it and get themselves out there, and I'm not the only one to think this.
It's not just about finding someone just to sleep with, it's about finding someone to be your friend first and seeing where that builds into. I mean, yeah, you don't want to be a friend with someone who you don't fancy, but then if you fancy them, that's good, and just to see where it goes. But I think it always has to start on a friendship first, which is why you shouldn't jump into anything too sleazy. But the thing is with dating though, you're not going to go out and you're not going to want to be with everybody. I've got friends off Tinder, people who I've gone on dates with, haven't really liked them that much, but I'm still good friends with them and talk to them now, and that's just kind of the game, really.
Tinder's kind of a roller coaster of emotions. You go on a date with somebody, they make you feel really good, but if they just want sex, they can also make you feel really bad.
My bit of advice for someone that wants to try online dating that hasn't is just go for it, but be yourself. The only person that you're going to find a relationship with is somebody that likes you for who you are.
Well, I've always been worried that I'm going to show up and they're not going to be who they say they are in their pictures. So I'll be like, right, before we meet, what's your name? Are you on Facebook? Or if they don't tell me, I'll find them. And then I'll have a look, because I was talking to this guy recently, and his Tinder profile picture, he only had one picture, and he seemed like it looked really attractive, and I was like, So then anyway, I was like, so, Mr. X, could I add you on Facebook? So then I did. And then I found him on Facebook, and he looks absolutely nothing like what he does in his Tinder profile picture. And I was just like, oh my God. So then I've kind of just backed off him, because I don't want to meet up with him. But I'm really glad. This is why I find them on Facebook, because I like to do a bit of research before I meet up with them, so that won't happen to me.
I would recommend it, but it takes a certain kind of person to be on it. You can't just take everything to heart and take everything personally. You know, you do have to just let things roll off your back sometimes. Don't let people take advantage of you, because people will take advantage of you. And look for somebody who will have a conversation with you, because if they don't have a conversation with you, that's kind of